Hello everyone, it's me Goose, back from my adventures from Mario Odyssey and here to give you some lovely little slideshow pictures of the things I encountered throughout my journey, also some gameplay bits because I didn't really take pictures of many things. Actually, before we start the review, you might be wondering why there's no gameplay in this video. Main reason, honestly, is because I'm afraid of Nintendo copyright claiming me again as they did with my past video this week. I'm not a big YouTuber at all, so that kind of thing can seriously hurt my channel's ad revenue, and I'm already dealing with that kind of shit with the whole Rick and Morty thing, which has over 250,000 views. I'm not making a fucking dime because some fake ass company wants to make some profit off of that shit. I can't do shit because I'm a small YouTuber, whatever. I like to play it safe for now. But if any of you want to support me on Patreon or help donate to the channel so I can do this and I don't have to worry about ad revenue that much, then you can find all that shit in the description down below. But right now, forget the drama, let's just talk about Mario Odyssey. I wrote a long ass 5-page review just last night and I was just raring to go and get this shit started, but when I woke up this morning I looked over the script and I really didn't like it. It was just 5 pages of the same shit I'm sure many of you have seen before. The game has garnered many accolades just within the first few days of its release. My review would have just been the same review regurgitated just through my voice. It's lovingly made, it's well crafted, the level designs are just godlike, the game looks pretty as fuck. The mobility Mario has and his new power of possessing or capturing people is fun and doesn't really overstay its welcome, thank God. It's just a wonderfully made game that is simply magic and I love it. Everyone loves it. I wouldn't be saying anything new or fresh, and instead I'll just be adding to the hype train that has already been amply fueled by this point. So really, I got nothing more to say. Everybody said what I've wanted to say. Not only did they say it better, but they also have a larger fan base than I do, so they spread the gospel with longer arms than mine, figuratively speaking, of course. So it's a good game, but I've wanted to know if Super Mario is a masterpiece. That is the question that I wanted to answer this past week. It's why this review got delayed so many times. Now let me explain something before I delve into that discussion. If you followed me for a long time, you'll know that when it comes to reviews, I'm incredibly indifferent. The concept of reviews nowadays just don't make much sense to me. Either you watch a review to confirm your own biases, be it that you think a game sucks so you want to find another reviewer that says the same thing that you think, or the opposite, you think a game's great and vice versa, you just want to be a part of that circle jerk. Or you just watch a review just for the number rating at the end. I really don't like number ratings because I think they're needlessly complex. It's like Adam Sessler from XPlay said. He said, what is the difference between a 9.8 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10? What is really the difference? What is that 0.2 score that it's missing, that it's not a 10 out of 10? When people look up number reviews, they only see 3 things from it, be it a 5 out of 5 rating scale or a 10 out of 10 one. They all see one of 3 things. Either a game is bad, it's okay, or it's excellent. That's what I base my new rating system on. Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. I'm doing a 3 out of 3 rating scale. 1 out of 3 means the game is bad, it's not worth it, barely anything redeemable or even good about the game. 2 means it's an okay game. It's nothing remarkable, but it's not bad either. It might be underwhelming in the end, but worth checking out maybe. And of course, 3 out of 3 is an excellent game. It is a great game, definitely worth your time, and to put it bluntly, it's fucking good. It's great. Now, all the while, I have 2 secret ratings that are there solely for those games that are either exceptionally bad or extraordinarily good. One's made for masterpieces of games media, and the other's made for absolute dog shit games. I won't be giving these out freely. They have to be some sort of special kind of game to earn one or the other, and that's what I'm asking myself today with Mario Odyssey. Is it worth something more than just a 3 out of 3 star rating or whatever the fuck I'm gonna be using? Maybe Bose, maybe. So I've just been hung up on this since I first started playing Odyssey because I love it. I really do. The moments I first started collecting coins and getting all those moons, I found myself enthralled with the game's kingdoms and the world it was set in. I love the controls so goddamn much. I thought it was one of the prettiest games on the Switch by far, which is phenomenal considering the Switch is incredibly underpowered when compared to modern gaming devices, yet somehow it pulls it all off. I won't say it looks perfect though. I did have at least 1 or 2 hiccups where the game dipped down from 60 FPS to something lower, but out of the 30 plus hours I put into this game, I'd hazard it wasn't anything deal breaking, especially once you consider the fact that it happened in Mario Odyssey's most populated area, New Donk City. Also, I love the music in this game, and by the way, that ending song, well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but that shit is bananas, and I'll just say that. So I'm in love with this game. It brings out a childlike whimsy out of me, and I can see that so many other people feel the same. Everyone loves it, and I've been seeing the word masterpiece being thrown around here and there and everywhere. This is partly the reason why I don't like seeing other people's reviews, because I think they taint my viewpoint of this game, but it was really just impossible to dodge everyone's praise on this game. It's fucking everywhere, really. So I've read many reviews on this game made by game journalists and all sorts of YouTubers, all of them singing praise of this game, and that's honestly when I realized that I've had my answer all along on whether or not Mario Odyssey is a masterpiece. And quite frankly, as much as you guys will probably hate me for saying this, I just don't think Mario Odyssey is a masterpiece, especially when I look back at the old game. It's just my opinion, and I just don't think it's true, despite countless other people saying that it's the greatest Nintendo game ever made, despite so many other praising it for its flawless controls and masterful level designs. I'm just gonna say it's not a masterpiece as much as I agree with them. Now, I don't want anyone getting the wrong idea. I'm not saying it's not a masterpiece just because other people are saying that. That's stupid. I don't want to be the opposite of other people just because, ooh, I want to be different or anything like that. I never want to be that kind of shit. I agree that this is an amazing game. I agree that this may be one of Mario's best games in the past few years, and I agree that it is a masterfully well-crafted video game. Also, please don't think that just because I'm saying it's not a masterpiece, it somehow equates to me saying it's not a good game at all. Everyone's praise of this game is probably echoing my own thoughts as well. However, as I played this game for a week straight, I honestly came to this conclusion that as much as I loved the game, it really didn't feel like anything more than just an excellent Mario game to me. In my opinion, I still think Mario Galaxy is the better 3D platforming Mario game, and probably the best Mario game ever made, and I think that game is an absolute masterpiece without a doubt. Yet this game, while improving on previous mechanics and adding in new tricks and tools at your disposal, I felt it didn't change much. Yes, there was that gimmick of possessing your enemies and a ton of other things, and thankfully it doesn't overstay its welcome. I just didn't think it had much going for it other than slightly improving its already perfect controls and platforming. There was nothing innovative, there was nothing new, you know, again, except for the whole possessing thing. But other than that, it just felt like a tightly made, nicely made, well-packaged, lovingly made fucking Mario game. The difference between Odyssey and Galaxy is really the moons and how you go about collecting them. There's nearly 1,000 moons to be collected, and with 1,000 moons out there, you can bet the feeling of collecting moons won't be gratifying every single time. Sometimes it's just straight up too easy and kind of boring to get a moon. It's addicting without a doubt, but goddamn if it isn't tedious sometimes, especially considering not every moon is challenging to get. Some of them are just out in the open and you just sort of do some basic platforming to get them. It's tiresome and doesn't really feel special once you've gotten your 300th or 400th moon. Also, some of the maps, while beautiful and sprawling as they are, don't feel as vibrant as others. While the Sand Kingdom is definitely vast and wide, it also feels empty and barren. Metro Kingdom was definitely packed and felt real alive and all, but the same can't be said with everything else. Some kingdoms just felt too empty and they just don't feel nice and just kind of boring. Some kingdoms just feel too empty, while others feel too compact and still also very empty. So while I loved playing the game, I didn't really feel like going through the trouble of getting more than 500 moons, which unlocks a new kingdom, by the way. By that point, I was done with the game. I was fatigued yet satisfied. I think everyone calling this game a masterpiece is probably overreacting. Hindsight will be 2020 soon though, I'm sure. I also just think people nowadays are just overhyping this game and making it seem like it's some sort of fucking like prophet of games. Again, I don't want other people's reviews to infect my own, but I just can't help but think that people are in love with this game because they had forgotten just how amazing these kinds of games Nintendo can pump out can be. It's just been a long time since the last true Mario 3D adventure, and considering we live in an age where games want to be hyper realistic and have more in-depth characters and plots and lore, it's just refreshing seeing someone take it back to the basics, or rather take it back to the gameplay. Games are about fun. That's what Mario Odyssey is. It's a fun, massive game that will have you smiling ear to ear the entire way through. Nothing more, nothing less, but it's beautiful and I love it a lot. 3 out of 3. Alright, well, thank you all so very much for watching this review of Super Mario Odyssey. I hope Nintendo doesn't copyright claim this fucking video, because that would piss me off. I'm just using screenshots of this game, so I don't know, maybe that counts as copyright. I don't know, fucking, well, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer. But thank you all so very much for watching. Check out the Patreon down below if you want to help this channel out, or donate if you want to help. Here are the names. There's probably some names up here, or they probably already passed by because I'm over the limit. But yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. I will see you all next time. I love y'all. Goodbye.